Gaffer, 1-0 victory over Barrow this evening extends our unbeaten running the league this season. You must be hugely proud of what was a real all-round performance tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. Bit of everything tonight. I thought we started in the right early on, physically, and then it was a slick pitch, and it suited us. To be honest, we looked good in possession first half. Certainly, the first hour of the game, we were really strong. And it was there to be put to bed, but we couldn't quite add to the tally. We were guilty of that. And then, of course, like at any level, there's bound to be throwing everything at us then, because the deficit the margin was so small, and they had a real good go. That the last 20 minutes, and then we had to show a different side. Then, keeping the clean sheet gives us immense pride doing that. And we had to show strength in the box in the latter stages. So there were all different sides coming out tonight, and it was needed.
Pre-match, your message was about getting on the front foot and really attacking. Despite not getting an early goal tonight, how pleased with you how the side started off? I think it really laid the foundation for getting that first half lead and ultimately all 3 points, didn't it?
Yeah, I think you have to do that to get the space and the territory in their half, and have to show that willingness to win the first ball, win the second ball. There's a lot of goals scored up and down the country through the leagues of exerting that physical pressure on teams, and that's called earning the right, and we did that, and it felt it was coming, and even though it wasn't an early goal, we felt there'd be a breakthrough just by persevering with the game plan, and then as the steam was taken out of it, we used the ball well, and credit to the players, they felt confident and looked confident in possession, and we did cause them problems, and then they changed it second half, and they changed it actually about at 25-minute mark and put 4 in the middle of the park there, and but I thought we coped with that very well, and then scored the goal and went into half time just 1-0 up, but it was still, saying to Thursday, we walked across, it could have been and should have been more, but it's still a good position.
Like you say there, it could and should have been more. It's hard to argue that we didn't deserve to get more out of that. But there's a sense of frustration that it was only 1-0, gave Barrow a little bit of an opportunity to get back in, which put us on the rack a little bit with that spell in the second half. But some of that defending, I thought, was really measured, really, committed, wholehearted, and sort of backs up this all-round performance and the commitment from the side, didn't it? Yeah,
that's right. I mean, they get a bit of a lift, even from events like, Reece performed brilliantly, and he was 6 inches off scoring again for the club. Great individual goal that would have been. Hits the post, comes out, and almost straight after that, we get a slowing down of momentum of the wave of attack because the player goes down. They don't need physio treatment. It's not a head injury, but there's a stoppage in play. And then he didn't need the physio, and you think, and it's almost that gave him a bit of a leg up at that moment to have a breather, and then realise actually they're still in this. And a bit like us on Saturday, to be honest, we were under siege for the majority of the first half. It's 1-0, and my team told we're still in the game. That's the only positive. We can be better than this, and I'm sure he was thinking that was the one positive from their first half against us. They were in the match still because it was only 1-0. And so it's not going to be relentless pressure for the whole of the game. We all want it to be. And it may well have been if we capitalise on chances. But they're bound to have a go at some point. But we stood firm.
So the winner tonight from Sean McCullsky, a real reward, I thought, for his performance both tonight and how he started the season with us. He showed a bit of everything, didn't he? Bit of pace, bit of strength, clinical finish, and a real tireless performance that you can see has made him a favourite with the fans already, hasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, he's been immense so far, and I thought he deserved that goal for his relentless running, but not just that, his hold-up play. He was quick, he was sharp with the ball, it caused him a lot of problems, full of effort and strength, and a great athlete, an outlet for us. So, yeah, fully deserved that goal, and I'm sure there's a lot more to come.
Okay, thanks, Gaffer.
Cheers.